Good morning. What a beautiful morning. Oh, yes. It's Tuesday. I had a wonderful day off and I am here again to hold consciousness while you all come on to enjoy this time together. Day 14, hard to believe, of our prosperity meditation. Hmm. I am just ready to start in about 2 minutes. So grab your coffee. Hi, Rob. Hi, Rob. Hi, Roseanne. Hi, Deanna. Good morning. Good morning, Angela. Hmm. Good morning. Good morning, Patrick. We will begin in about a minute and a half. Start breathing deeply. We have about a minute now. Today is a very special day to me. Hmm. We'll be starting in about 30 seconds. It's 6 o'clock. Let us take a deep breath. Breathe out slowly. Close our eyes. Put our hand to our hearts and recognize that we are moving and living and breathing as divine flow today and always. That this amazing presence of love and light, of abundance, is moving through us at all times. And we bring that consciousness here today together as we meet to open up to the flow of life even more, to giving and receiving, giving and receiving, giving and receiving. So I let the time unfold, and I know it comes from the highest place, and I just let it be so as we affirm, and so it is. And so it is. So I want to talk about a subject today and get us all straight on it so that we know where Rita's coming from. All right. So, especially since I'm a spiritual director of a center. So it's about tithing. And it's really interesting because in spiritual economics, he gives us a whole new aspect on this idea of tithing. He talks about the famous quote from the Bible that says, "Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house, and prove me herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it." It's a beautiful quote. But this quote was based in old laws that were at that time where people had to give 10% of everything to the government, 10% to their to support their clergy and all of that. So it's a religious law. We don't teach the law of tithing in the science of mind and spirit, but we do teach the law of giving and receiving. And I love what Eric Butterworth says in this book about tithing because he talks about it like he says, tithing is not a law, but a technique for fulfilling the law of giving. So it's all about the law of giving. Now, coming from myself, I am a tither. And I just am because I find it easier to just take 10% off the top of what everything I make and give it away. And whether I give it to CSL Kaua'i or whether I give it to somebody, just recently, we gave a tithe to somebody that cleans the park because we enjoy that park. And we felt like, oh my God, this guy just is spiritually nourishing us every day of the year by cleaning that park and making it beautiful so that we can enjoy it. So giving is about giving to where we are spiritually nourished. And so it's also about letting go. For me, I tithe because I know that I can. And because if I hold on to everything, then I'm letting the universe know that I'm scared, that there's not more coming in. And I've been through that too in my early stages of spiritual development. I was holding on and just giving a little if I could. And I found that tithing just opened me up. It was just like, I give because I can. And what it created in me was a peace of mind that the flow allowed the flow to move through me. And so I think it's all about giving into the divine flow and receive and understanding that you can't just take, you have to give too. And you could say, oh well, I give my time. Well, that's fine. It's a reciprocal universe. You give your time, you get more time. You give your abundance, more abundance comes in. It's a reciprocal universe and it works every time. It's cause and effect, it's giving and receiving, it's all these things. And um, if there is no reciprocal nature in your life, then you're going to stop the flow. So, what is tithing? It's just like a decimal number that allows you, as Eric Butterworth says, I love it. He says, there's no magic in it. Let us hear less of tithing and more of giving. Let us not be deluded by claims of the magic law of tithing. Tithing is not a law, but a technique for fulfilling the law of giving. There is no magic in it whatsoever, any more than there is magic in the flow of water when the tap is turned on. There is no need for magic when one works diligently to keep the flow of life. So it's all about the flow of life. Are you in the flow of life? Are you in the flow of life, or are you damming up your life by holding on for all it's worth because you're afraid to let go and to give and receive? There has to be a reciprocal nature. I know that's the truth in my own life. There has to be. And the law of tithing works tithing works for me because it just works for me because it puts me into a flow of realizing that I can, and I'm all right, and there's more coming in. There's more where that came from. Um, just like we said yesterday, you can't outgive God. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you today. And I have my own story about it, and I don't have time to share it today, but um, I know it works to get into the flow of life. And if it's tithing that works for you, that's great. But get into some kind of giving because you can't just take and not give. It doesn't work that way. And I know everybody here is a giver. So I'm kind of preaching to the choir, but maybe it's a gentle reminder um, to realize that you're doing a good job and just allow yourself to be in the flow and allow yourself to receive too, because that is the other half of it, right? And so let's just take some quiet time with this idea of giving and receiving and find our way to do it. Just find our way, find our individualized way. And this was just a gentle reminder, like I said today, of just remembering that we have to be in the flow. We have to give in order to receive, and we have to receive in order to give. There's a flow to life. So take a deep breath and let it go slowly. We are safe. We are safe. We are safe. Take another deep breath. And let's just even move deeper into this inner self, this inner flow of life. I am free to give. I live in the divine flow. I am free to give, for I live in the divine flow. I am free to give, for I live in the divine flow. And so just breathing deeper, just going deeper, deeper within. I am tapping into the divine flow right here and right now. I dip deeply into the divine flow. I give from the divine flow that lives and breathes as me. There is one life, one love, one law, one infinite spirit, one divine givingness, one infinite loving intelligence, intelligent love that moves through all of creation. That is the very essence of who I am. It is the very essence of who each and every one of us is. We are that love, that light, that divine givingness, that divine intelligence. We are the ocean in a drop called our names. We come from a creative force that is everything, that is infinite, that is free, free spirit. And I know right here and right now from this place, we are open to give. We are open to give because there is always more to give. There is more. It is a consciousness of giving that says, I am in the divine flow of life. I am in the divine flow of life. I give and I receive. I opened up the channels. I open up the channels right here and right now, this flow, this river that runs through me and back to me at all times. I am expanding into this river of flow right here and right now. And I walk as if it were the truth. I give and I receive. I am fearless. I am at peace with this understanding that at this time in my life, I am free and in the divine flow. Life is good. I know these words that I speak for each and every person here is the truth. We are each divine beings in the divine flow of life, free to give and open to receive. Nothing is being kept from us. We are in the flow of life right here and right now with this word that I speak. Oh, I know right here and right now that all obstacles are out of the way. The river is flowing smoothly and easily through our lives, in every part of our lives, through our finances, through our health, through our creativity, through our relationships. Life is easy and graceful right here and right now because of who and what we are. We have opened the dam of creativity today, and it is flowing through us as us. We are divine expressions of the one power, the one light, the one love. Nothing standing in the way anymore. We are free to give. We are free to receive. We are in the flow. And so I know as we walk from this time together, life shifts, life changes for our good, for our highest good. And is prosperity everywhere that we look, everywhere that we experience. It is moving through us, as us, coming through us, and back to us easily and gracefully. This is the truth. This is the law. There is nothing that can stop it. Giving and receiving is the law of life, and it works perfectly in each of our lives. So I am grateful, grateful to know this and grateful to experience it in my own life and to know its unfoldment in each life here in the most perfect, amazing way. So, whatever is required today to make this come forth in the easy, graceful way for each of us comes forth right now. Ah, and so I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am so grateful. And we move into a state of gratitude right here and right now by putting our hands on our hearts and just recognizing that gratitude is a gift of receivership. It is the great receivership, as Joe Dispenza said. Gratitude is our life, and it is the only way to move our life forward. I am grateful. I am grateful because all of this has already happened. So I just bless it and I let it be so, as I say, and so it is. And so it is. Find ways to give today and open up to receive. It's not magic, it's the law. Aloha.